Hello everyone, today we are going to be working with the Rainbow Moonstone. This is a drilled stone as you can see, and I'm using 21 gauge wire 60 centimeters length because that is the only wire that was able to pass through the drilled piece of the hole. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be passing the wire through it slowly. This is the first time I'm using the stone, so I was not sure how soft or hard it was, so I was just doing it very slowly. And I wanted to maximize the brilliant blue color that was shining through the moonstone, and that is the reason also why I'm going to be making the design just on one side of it. So I'm folding the wires right onto the top, and then I'm making a heart shape. It's a very simple heart shape. You can just make a bend or a loop and make the heart shape. Like I said earlier, I don't want to compromise on the shade that can be seen on the right hand side. Now I'm going to open up this heart and then hammer it to hold shape. So once you do that, it will flatten nice and it will stay very nicely on the gemstone. Just make sure that the wire is upright, and the front wire we need to bend it over the stone, and we are going to be taking it behind in line with the wire that's already there. Now in this way you have a choice to actually put a 2-wire weave here itself, but I'm twisting it so that it can be beginner friendly also, so people who have still not learned to weave can also try this design. So we're going to twist it exactly 2 centimeters above the stone because we are going to be making a bail. It needs to just come over additional, keep adjusting, and we are going to use a 6-step bail plier to make the bail, and it should reach the top of the heart shape. So if you have not done enough, that's no problem. You can keep twisting it till you reach the top of the heart shape. Once you do that, just make sure that the wires are properly, because this is where you need to be very careful. It needs to go through nicely through the heart, because that is what will be the holding part of the top bail. So go slow, steady, because this is what is holding the whole stone together. And you take it on to your left hand side. This is how it looks on the side. And on one wire what I did is I also started taking through and making a double heart shape inside. So what I'm just doing is I'm just making it one more heart. So just take the wire and shape it around and make another heart around the first one that we already made. You can, in case you're not able to do the wires, just go ahead, use a plier and go slow and steady till you get the shape around the first one. Once you do that, as you can see, if you want, you can flatten that wire out also. But what we are going to do is, when we are going to just take that wire and slowly put it through, just make sure that they both are together. If you want, you can leave the space also, that's totally up to you. So I'm holding it tightly with my thumb, and the wire I'm going to just wrap it around behind the twisted wire in the back. Just make sure that the open end is not visible and it is tucked away carefully. Once you've done that, the top wire, we are going to just wrap it around the bail tightly. You can wrap it once or twice depending on how you want to do that. Just make sure that it is nice and tight and the stone is not slipping. And once you do that, bring it to the front. And we're going to be starting to make a rose on top of the bend that we had made earlier. So I just twisted it around, tight twists. I'm going to show you the next one. But because we want the roses to be on top of it, we are going to take the wire through the frame. So the rose will not be just a wire on top, it will be connected to the lower one. So it's just simple. As you can see, I'm just making slow and tight twists around the wire, and it'll look like a cute little rosebud. Very neat and very nice. And what happens when we do this is it'll look very rustic later, because copper wire tends to oxidize, and against this beautiful moonstone it'll look amazing, because the oxidization will turn it into rustic, very rustic and a cute and a very different kind of pendant is what we are looking at. And you just saw the brilliant blue flash, right? So that is exactly what I'm aiming to keep also. And this stone was one of the lot that we had picked up. I was not really very happy with the whole set that I had got, but that doesn't mean that I have to not use it. So I wanted to use it and make it at best as I could. And as you can see, make sure that you close the ends very properly. So this is how you can end for a beginner. A beginner will be quite happy with this. If you can reach this, it's so brilliant and beautiful. But if you want to level up, I can show you how to do that too. We are going to be using 24 gauge weave wire and just weave around the double wires just to level it up. I have taken 24 gauge wire, 60 centimeters length again, and I'm starting to wrap it into a normal 2-wire weave wrap. You can use any one. Just make sure that you cut and tuck the edges safely, and it's ready to add a chain. I hope you like this tutorial and will definitely try to make one. Don't throw away your gemstones just because you don't like them. We just try to improvise and make them look the best. Thank you.